I also totally forgot to start the recording for YouTube. That's okay. Fixed. So welcome YouTube to round number 3. If you just joined up on Twitch, you wouldn't have a problem. Just saying. So Sonic is still on top. He's just gone out on track to start again. Where is he? He's somewhere on the track, or is he in pit lane?
Turn 1.
Nick Evans has fallen off the track somewhere. I think that's just going through the second chicane, if I'm not mistaken. He goes back to pit lane anyway. Matthew Spinaz currently second on the timing tree. Oh, okay, we have got a focus on a driver from Peach ACC, Carl Johnson. Let's find the number 52. There he is. And another really nice looking BMW, actually. The Kovacs Racing M4. So we saw Carl Johnson last season running a Lexus, but he has joined the, what should we call that, the Luftwaffe of BMWs?
BMWI.
So Luftwaffe, okay.
Yeah, yeah, right. Why not?
Well, I mean, the front of the car kind of looks a bit like an airplane, doesn't it? Like one of those old school Messerschmitts, you know,
yeah.
a little bit if you squint.
If you squint,
really
it
bad.
still doesn't look good.
Alrighty. Let me try and fix that. Maybe we can turn that down. Turn that down.
Oh, we got... Oh. Johnson just had a trip through the beach. Interesting.
Hope that hasn't stuffed us up too much. Kind of has. That's okay. Click to screen. No, that really hasn't worked. Hang on. We'll get there eventually. We will get there. Just patience. I don't know if that's gonna help, but we'll see. We'll see. Looks like everything should be leveling out. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's not choppy anymore for me.
Oh, that's good. That is good. So anyway, we'll get back to talking about Carl Johnson. Yeah, like I said, he was in the Lexus. Now he is with the Luftwaffe. Still hasn't set a valid lap time, and I think track limits is going to be a huge issue tonight.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, turn 1 is just one of those places where track limits are going to be abused and basically just awful. Just going to be awful for every driver involved. Also, shout out to Peach ACC for the follow. Thank you.
Yeah, around this track you want to use as much of the road as you can, or as much as the road as there is.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
Road.
There's not much track there, is there? It's like, yeah, good luck, guys. We got the local council to give us our leftover bitumen, and we made a track with it. Good luck. Currently, Sonicus still out in front in one BMW. Carl Johnson goes 16th fastest. Still pretty choppy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try a few things. So FSR to ultra quality. FSR. Maybe. I mean, we could try. Enabled. Ultra quality. Okay. That is, that just looks terrible. Oh no. How does that look on stream? Doesn't look great.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Bit pixely.
It's very pixely, isn't it? Oh, don't want that.
It says just turn the sharpness down.
Down.
Page. Yeah.
Turn down the sharpness, okay. Give that a crack. That's a little better. It's a little better. Keep going down, keep going down. Oh, maybe if I turn down effects, nah, never mind.
Someone said turn AA to FSR.
AA to FSR, what?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, turn AA to FSR, AA, anti-aliasing, okay, yep. KTA, yeah, right. KTAA, alright. Give it a go. I don't think that has helped. Well. We'll keep fiddling around with it. We'll keep improving. We'll keep improving.
For me, it's fine.
You know what? That's about as best as I'm going to get it. It's not great. Certainly not going to be wowing people with our graphics.
Just get a better PC.
Just get a better PC, sure. I mean, I'll get right onto that when I have money.
Just get money.
Just get money. Unfortunately, I'm spending all my money on motorbike parts, so that's a little bit.
Just steal money.
Just steal money, yeah. Why didn't I think about that?
Just print money.
Just print money. I'm not the government.
You can't. Well, just steal money from your wherever you work.
Again, not the government. Let's not open that one. So Sonicus, jeez, he's into the 32s. 32,820 now. While we've been stuffing around with the graphics, he is almost a full second clear of everyone else. Paul Russell 0.960 off Matthew Spinaz, 1 second off. I think it's going to be a tighter battle for probably second. Realistically, I think.
Yeah, it looks
Sonicus,
that way.
You know, without commentator cursing him. I mean, it's Oulton Park, but I think Sonicus is going to be a little bit out of reach tonight.
Yeah, it was like that last time with Russell at Zandvoort.
Was it Zandvoort? I thought
it was Zandvoort. You don't even remember.
Yes, that's right. I'm getting Zandvoort and Zolder mixed up. They both start with Z at least.
They're near each other as well.
Okay, Spinaz now onto the front row, provisionally. Minute 10 left on the clock. So he slides his Lambo through the first of the chicanes. As they take off towards the second chicane. So right on board with him. Tip it in through. You hear him just stabbing at the throttle a little bit. Probably gained a few tenths just by smoothing that out. That's just my opinion. A few drivers still haven't set a lap time. Matt Glow in the 480 Honda and Justin Marshall in the 628 McLaren. Matt Glow is going to have a very tough night tonight. Now let's see what Spinaz can get down to as he crosses the line. He'll get one more lap in if he's got the fuel. And he is unable to improve. made a few mistakes that lap. We saw him get a little bit sideways through the first chicane. As check flag comes out.
Oh, he's gone a bit wide there.
He's gone very wide there. So head over to... No, Cam Norris has actually bailed out on us.
Oh, he spun. Oh.
Ooh. Going through Ireland, yep. That's a pretty common place for people to bin it, honestly, as Jeremy Zeri backs out of it. Chris Bradley will be the next one over the line. He'll hopefully move up out of 19th and up. No, in fact, he's going to bail out of that lap. So let's have a look at Pete Viney and, well, the two BMWs. Nose to tail here, that's Nick Evans and Pete Viney.
You mean the two Luftwaffe?
Yep. They're in the Flying V as well, look at that. And Viney unable to improve. Nick Evans unable to improve on their position. Let's see if Paul Russell can upset the front row. And he can't, but he did improve. The last car on a flying lap is Tom McDonald down in 17th. So hopefully he'll pick up another 2 seconds to get himself, well, even just picking up half a second, that'll get him, well, he's going to need a lot. In fact, he's actually going to bail out of it. So there you go. That is qualifying done and dusted.
You reckon he's sponsored by McDonald's?
No.
Oh.
All right, so let's have a look at the qualifying times. So John Sonicus puts it on pole position with 32.820, or almost a second clear of the rest of the field. Matthew Spinaz and Paul Russell, they're going to be locked in a tight duel for second, I think, unless tragedy befalls the Sonicus. We then have Roldan joining Russell off of row 2. Row 3 will be Cam Norris and Matthew Bigioli. Great performance from Matthew Bigioli. Up there in 6th in the number 8 Bentley, and I see it looks like he has been given a promotion up to pro. Well done to Matthew. Welcome to the big leagues. Aaron Gantini, he will line up on the 4th row of the grid. Next to him will be Jeremy Zeri. Then we have Nicholas Macbeth and Matthew Gantini completing the top 10. Aaron Muriel, strong performance from him, up in 11th place in qualifying. And joining him will be Pete Viney, Rob Noble and Paul Huddy off of row 7. Row 8 will be Carl Johnson and Jared Matterford. Then we have Thomas McDonald and Philip Clark off of row 9. Row 10 will be Chris Bradley and Frank Papelio. Nick Evans and Matt Glow off of row 11. Then we have Marshall and Jordison off the back of the grid. Jordison, I think he's just joined in at the right moment, so he did not get a single lap in for qualifying. Hopefully he's done some sort of practice. Looks a bit blurry, doesn't it, the picture? You know, I'm not going to touch it. Everything's working relatively smooth, so I'm just not going to touch it.
Yeah, it looks fine on stream, I reckon.
Look, I'll be honest. I'm a racer, not a professional streamer, so I don't understand computer stuff.
You could be both.
But I'm not.
Just stream more.
Just stream? Yeah. Real life racing, though.
Fair enough. You got a point there.
Speaking of real life racing, what have you been watching lately in real life racing, Tyler?
Just F1 really.
Just F1?
Yeah.
Fair enough. What's your thoughts on the Red Bull surge?
Good on him, I reckon.
Good on him. It's a bit. What's the word I'm looking for? Ominous, I guess. We're at the halfway point, nearing the halfway point of the season, and Red Bull's just started to streak away a little bit.
Yeah, but you never know. Ferrari might come back at him.
Well, I mean, Ferrari has already come back really, like considering their performances in the previous season, to now be fighting for the championship. That is a huge step forward for Ferrari.
They're still not doing well strategy-wise. They're still binning it.
Oh yeah.
In that regard.
No, it's been pretty terrible. Their strategy calls. And the good old Italian reliability with their engines has been a bit shocking, although Perez had a bit of a problem at Canada. Oh, there we go. Just clear away that tyre. I love that John has just taken on the role of the tyre barrier clearer.
Yeah, I mean, why would you want to hit it in a race? That's just going to ruin it.
Well, I don't know if it actually does any damage to the car.
Yeah, luckily.
It must do some damage.
Probably just cosmetic damage.
Tyre barriers are bloody hard, man. Bloody hard.
Yeah, but this is a set of Corsa.
Yeah, true.
In real life, that would destroy the car, but this is a set of Corsa we're talking about.
Well, I remember one race in British touring cars. One driver had the front guard falling off on his car, and he was about to get the meatball flag, so he managed to line up the tyre barrier, and that was right on the corner, right on the apex of this corner, and he just managed to line it up perfectly that it took the guard off the car, and the meatball flag got withdrawn. Yeah, good times. Anyway, let's talk about this racing as we are about to go racing. Let's get lined up at turn 1. And hopefully we don't see too many bins as we get the green light, and it is a strong start from the outside for Matthew Spinaz. That V10 just giving him a little bit more acceleration over the line. And oh, Sonicus, he has binned it at turn 1. What did I say? Shouldn't really. Oh, that's a commentator's curse. And
he's still spinning. He's now back on the track.
He's back on circuit. This is not a good start for John Sonicus.
We got cars off in the background as well. Who's that?
Oh, I can't see someone. That is Aaron Guttini. So, yeah, some big
another
names.
car off. Number 30.
Oh, that's Jose Paolo Roldan. So, geez, some of the big names have really taken a bit of a hit early on. Can we... oh, Rob Noble almost going into the back of Pete Viney going through the first chicane as we head over the hill for the first time asking. Oh, we can see some action here. Huddy's looking a little bit vulnerable to Carl Johnson. Johnson's had a great start. He's up there into 13th, being assisted by some misfortunes for Sonicus, Guttini and Roldan. Still, you gotta stay on the track if you want to win. McDonald and Clark, and Clark side by side, and oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's a car off. Jared Matterford manages to rejoin cleanly though. Let's have a look at the front. So Matthew Spinaz still leads the way. Paul Russell just behind him, and Cam Norris. So these guys have benefited greatly from the mistake from Sonicus.
Oh, we got a massive crash at the back. Who's that? Heaps of them.
Oh, Guttini's involved. Sonicus in
Marshall,
pit lane.
I think Matterford as well.
Oh,
Matterford's off again. Oh.
Yeah, Matterford has got a lot of damage. Whoa, what the oh, he's in pit lane. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He had a lot of damage on the McLaren, and he has just returned to pit lane. I think he's going to park it, honestly.
Yeah, I saw about 3 or 4 of them there.
Tell you what, oh, he got killed by Spinaz, okay. Well, I only saw the ending of it, so I can't really comment. We might go through some replays and work out what on earth has just been going on. Let's go this way. So we'll go to the start of the race. So Okay, so Spinaz got it loose on the exit of corner of turn 1, and just nowhere really to go. Right, let's fast forward over to one of the Guntinis. I think it was Aaron, if I'm not mistaken. Might be him, might be this one. Or does he get a tap from the Beamer? Or not quite. Oh, it's the other Guntini. He's just run wide. Let's try and find number 30, which is Roldan. He's up behind Russell. I think he's just going to run wide out onto the grass and around. Well, no, he managed to turn that into a bit of a drift there. But less than ideal, it has to be said. Oh, what on earth is going on there? So we've got Matterford and looks like, who's that? I'm trying to think of his name. They just touch. Not Marshall. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That is carnage right there. So that's Matterford, the 628. One of the second of the Guntinis there. And it was 710. So, geez, carnage. Left, right and centre. That's Nick Evans that was involved in that. Anyway, back to live racing. Our front four have just started to streak away a bit. Biggie Ollie's putting a lot of pressure on Cam Norris. He's actually got the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, that Bentley's looking pretty stable at the moment.
I haven't really done many laps in the Bentley, although Spinaz actually goes fastest lap of the race now. But it does have that charm, doesn't it, this Bentley?
Yeah, I'm not personally a fan of the looks of it, but it is a good car to drive.
It's got a great sound as well. Just hangs on to it. Just saw he got a little bit too fast through the middle part of that chicane, and he almost sent himself into the shadow realm there. He's just starting to make a few mistakes here, and that's dropping him off the back of Norris. So go back through the field and have a look at some other battles. So Guntini, oh, that's Aaron Guntini down at 21st. So he's a lap down. Firstly, Kovacs BMWs. Pete Viney, he's hoping that Guntini will just sidestep a little bit.
Sonicus is, oh no, he's a lap down as well, isn't he?
I got excited about that too. He is a lap down after finding the barrier. This is just damage control now for John Sonicus.
Well, we got two cars off. Who's that? It's Russell and Norris.
Oh no!
Turn 1.
And that looks like a fair bit of damage on the front of Paul Russell's Porsche as they head up towards Ireland. How much damage is on Cam Norris's car? Looks like a fair bit of, it's taken a bit of a chunk out.
Who's that? Seri. He's just been, I don't know what happened there. That was a big spin.
That looks like a Lamborghini doing Lamborghini things. Just mid-engine problems.
Just went on him.
I will have a good look at what happened. As soon as I find him.
That puts Biggie Ollie into second now.
Should just do it like this, shouldn't I? There we go. So what has happened to him is he's got Macbeth right up behind him. I don't think Macbeth's played a part in this. This is just big snap oversteer issue there. Right, Cam Norris. Let's see what happened between him and Paul Russell. So, so Norris was looking for a move up the inside, and Russell was trying to go around the outside, and unfortunately, two into turn 1 barely works at the best of times.
Yeah, you have to be right alongside him to really make it work, so you can at least...
Oh, Zeri's been turned around again by Phil Clark. Zeri in absolute limp mode at the moment, trying to get back to pit lane and get some repairs done. And he's just been binned by Phil Clark.
Yeah, we've also got Macbeth in the pits as well. Start off the window.
Okay, so now I think we're into the planned pit stops. Chris Bradley's having a very good run at the moment, just outside of the top 10. So, back to this battle here. Oh my God. Is that a battle? No, Aaron. No, those guys are a lap down. Geez, that moment for Norris and Russell, that could not have come at a better time for Spinaz. He now has a 2.6-second gap over Matthew Bigioli in the big old Bentley. With Carl Johnson. It's a rather good start to this race. I think he was where was he in at the start of this race? Outside of the top 10.
Yeah, definitely. I think he was like 15th, if I remember. Somewhere around there.
Just starting to drop off the back of Viney in front. He's got a Gantini between himself and Viney now. But he's got another Gantini just behind him. And, well, Tom McDonald's just dropped off the back of Matthew Gantini. Big flick there from Matthew Gantini. He's just driving as hard as he can. Get onto the back of the number 52 Kovacs BMW. So, we can also expect to see a few of the Kovacs drivers this Saturday night at the Octane Online Racing Zolder 7 Hour. I'll be co-commentating that one on the Octane Online Racing YouTube channel, so make sure you give that a visit and a bit of a subscribe.
7 hours?
7 hours of Zolder.
Are you doing all of it?
I'm doing the whole race, yeah.
Fair enough.
Commentating, not driving. I mean, I'm crazy,
yeah.
but not that crazy.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm surprised to see Paul Russell is still out there circulating with this really badly damaged Porsche.
Yeah, I've been watching battle with him and Muriel. He's actually pulled away quite nicely from him.
It's got to be upsetting him. So PJCC, John, myself and Carl Johnson are starting P4. That would be for Saturday night, I imagine. What car are you guys running, Peach? The Bimmer. Nice. So, yeah, I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for your page. I would assume that'd be Jean-Pierre Sonicus. I'm probably wrong, but never mind. What have we got back here? We've still got this battle. Oh no, it's fallen off. Guintini just not really closing in on Carl Johnson now. Johnson well and truly settled into a rhythm. Can you see any other battles out there?
Not really. Just cars following each other.
One once again, we
we
talked
got
about...
Muriel into the pits now.
We were talking about just how tough it is to make a pass on this circuit. And actually, I can see something happening here. We got Nick Evans and Jeremy Zeri. Well, Evans just sidestepping Zeri. Zeri on a bit of a warpath trying to recover after he had that really awful Lambo moment going through Island Bend. Do you think porpoising may have had an effect?
I don't think these cars porpoise as much as F1 cars would.
Can we just say that it was a porpoising problem?
What, because it sounds fancy?
Yes.
You can, I'm not.
It's relevant. It's a relevant meme.
I mean, it's not really a meme, it's just true.
Yeah. Alright, now Gantini has really closed on to the back of Johnson now. Expect a bit of a send, I reckon, going into that last corner.
More than likely, I would say.
Gantini looking for a good exit. He's close enough, he's in firing range.
Oh, doesn't quite have the run.
Oh!
He's on the... Oh, just...
He used the ABS, he used everything there, trying to not run into the back of Johnson, and Johnson actually going into pit lane. John Sonicus, fast lap of the race, by the way, down in 20th position. Let's see if we can't find Johnny somewhere. Obviously he's somewhere. Oh, he's just up ahead. Here we go. So up to 19th now. Just got Paul Russell ahead of him, but he's a lap down. Next car he is chasing is Cam Norris. This is a battle for position here. Matt Glow, he has not really made any real impression on his horrible starting position as, oh, Carl Johnson has a drive-through. That'll be for track limits.
would that be for, oh no, it would be.
Yep. Stop go 30 for speeding in pit lane. Good to see that so far so good. No one has got a stop go 30. So everyone has been practicing their pit entries. Certainly hope that Peach has been practicing his pit entries for this Saturday. Zolder, one of the worst pit entries in all of motorsport history.
Pretty sure there's worse.
No, I don't think there is.
I know a worse pit entry.
Go on.
It's in Brazil. I'll find the track right now.
Okay. While we're waiting, those in chat, chuck out your worst pit entries in any track, any sim. But I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find something worse than Zolder. I see so many accidents at the Zolder pit entry. Oh, we got a car off the track. Who is that? It is Nick Evans. Still learning his way around ACC. But honestly, it is great to see that Nick is still giving it a crack. He's not giving up. I hope he's finding it a little bit easier running the BMW than the Porsche. Let's try and catch up with Carl Johnson. He has dropped behind. He hasn't done his drive-through yet, interestingly. So he must have binned it somewhere. He's dropped back behind Huddy, Russell and Muriel.
I'm just going to send this photo to you. So this circuit is called Londrina in Brazil. And if you look after turn 9 on that photo, you can see hell.
Oh, that's
Probably.
yeah, that's not great, but
It's
certainly not.
like, it's barely a car wide as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I still think Zolder is the worst. As Carl Johnson really slow coming up the hill there. As he finally takes this drive through. So let's head back to this battle up ahead. We have Paul Russell versus Aaron Muriel versus... Well, that's not for position, that is... Oh, yes it is. It's Matthew Gantini. He's just come out of pit lane. He's on cold tyres. Gantini will be vulnerable here. As these two Porsches start circling. Look out the back of Matthew Gantini's Audi. So they tip through the first chicane on their way up the hill towards the final chicane. Sonica's starting to make a fair bit of ground up on Cam Norris in 16th as well, so definitely keep an eye on that. Tom McDonald battling away with Chris Bradley. Oh, yeah, that was a big slide for Muriel.
Saved the Porsche moment. Something very rare. Or who's that off? Number 54?
54, that would be Rob Noble. So that'd be an Audi moment. Oh, Muriel is flirting with danger with that number 69 Porsche. They tip through turn 1 again. Russell in damage control as well. So we've got a few big names in damage control, except for Spinaz. He's having quite a cruisy run at the moment, although Biggie Oli has closed the gap down to under 2 seconds. So last 10 minutes of this race, we may have a battle on our hands for the lead of this race. We could have Matthew Biggie Oli on the top step.
Russell's looking pretty hungry in that Porsche.
Well, he's got to be hungry. Huddy in the Aston just behind. He's starting to close in on the back of these two. And at the same time, Gantini's starting to just pull away from these guys. Seen a few little slides from Muriel. So Muriel just driving on the edge. Unfortunately, when you're driving on the edge, it's easy to make big mistakes.
They're catching Gantini back up again as well.
That might be the Constantina effect. But I would say that the Porsches would be pretty quick through the chicanes. So I see Roldan's actually recovered. He's now sitting in the top 10, as has Matt Glow actually. So not a bad recovery effort from the two Hondas.
They started at the back, didn't they?
No, Roldan had a spin on lap 2, I want to say.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
And Matt Glow just couldn't put in valid lap in qualifying, so he started at the back. That's what strategy gets you. And I think on this circuit, the overcut would work really well, just because of how hard it is to make a pass. Or is it undercut? Sorry, it's undercut.
It's one of them.
Hugh Smackman, close. It's Oulton Park.
Right country.
Right, yeah, right country at least.
Just further north. 555, who's that? That's just gone off.
555. That is John Sonicus. He's in pit lane, so I'd say that is a retirement for John. Big death at hairpin. Okay. Now that'll do it every time. Let's have a look at the other one of the... Oh, well, he's already made the pass stick, so never mind. Carl Johnson has just gotten around Chris Bradley. Saw those guys were starting to get close. Similarly, getting close, we have Tom McDonald, and he's actually... Oh, that's not the spirit. Supposed to fight tooth and nail, Tom. Actually, it looks like this Ferrari is carrying a fair bit of damage on it. Oh yeah, down the side, lots of damage. So I'd say that Tom is actually just nursing this car. He's being sensible, actually. So I'll take that back. Good job, Tom.
Russell's now right on the back of Muriel. He's just trying to hang on, looks like.
I think Paul's doing the right thing here. He's just moving around to the mirrors, just trying to get Muriel to make a mistake. Did I pre-order F122? No. No, I did not. Just for my taste, I'm not really a huge fan of the Codemasters Simcades anymore. Like, they were fun when I first started doing racing games, but I just find games like Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione and Automobilista 2 just to be a little bit more engaging.
I reckon their best F1 game was 2010.
That was the last of the V10s, wasn't it?
Nah, that was V8s.
Oh, that's right, yeah, V8s. I missed the V8s. Bring them back.
It sounded beautiful. Blown diffuser as well.
Here we go. Russell thought about the send, but he's had to pull it back. He's got to balance this quite nicely. He's had a good recovery. He would like to move up a little bit further and maybe try and get into the top 5, but being Oulton Park, very easy to make a mistake around here.
I mean, you can't really make a mistake because there's no road to make a mistake on. Very little.
He's also in a Porsche, and as we know, Porsches like to do Porsche things. As we have one car around, that's 54, that would be Rob Noble. So he's had a bit of an Audi moment coming out of the second chicane. Ooh, that's a good question from Hugh Smackman. What's your thoughts on Gen 3 V8s?
Personally not a fan of it. I don't really like them.
I think I haven't really kept up to date with it, I'll be honest. I think there's been a lot of political toing and froing with it, which I don't think that's ever going to result in anything happy for the sport. I mean,
I get the introduction of the Camaro instead of the Holden. It's fair enough, because Holden is now pretty much dead.
no, it is dead.
But
it's gone.
Holden still live in the streets. There's still some people that
yeah.
chew them up.
VL turbos.
Yeah, exactly.
Ignore the
yeah,
fact that it's a Nissan engine.
No,
Actually, what am I
it's a
saying?
Holden engine. Don't worry.
No, pretty sure it's a Nissan engine.
Yeah, but it has a Holden badge.
Yeah, because it's in a Holden chassis, but it's a Nissan engine. We're just bringing two of the best manufacturers together, let's be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
One of the best of the Commodores and some of the best engines that Japan's ever produced. With a big, fat turbo on it.
Yeah, yeah, the look, I don't really like the look of the new V8s. It's just weird. It's like the TA2 muscle cars, how they are now, but like they should stick away from, you know, using a chassis that looks similar. They should have just kept the chassis that they were using, I reckon. Like, try and build it as close to the actual car as possible within, you know, certain regulations and so on.
Yeah, I think they should have they should have gone one or two ways. They really did need to move away from the NASCAR space frame chassis sort of thing, because that wasn't working. It was just costing so much. Apparently, there are teams that were lopping off the front of the cars for each track and creating a specialised chassis, which is why costs started exploding. But I think supercars needed to go one of two ways. They needed to go back to like a production-based, manufacturer involved race cars, like what we have with GT3, or they should have just gone absolutely ballistic and done something like the GT500s.
Yeah, that probably would have worked better. I reckon they should have, like in the early 2000s to like maybe 2012 or something, like how the cars pretty much look identical to what they are on the road. Apart from, you know, a wing, and that's about it. And the front splitter.
Well, before Project Blueprint, it was Holden made a car, Ford made a car, and away we went racing. But Project Blueprint came in because, I don't know, reasons. Ford made a bad car, the AU Falcon. Like,
that's not a bad car.
It was not a good race car.
But it's an AU Falcon.
It was just not a good race car. Like, maybe a really good road car, or a good road car, I don't know. But as a race car, it was terrible. There were problems from day one. And Holden just made a far superior car with the VT. Anyway, we should probably wrap up this race. Matthew Spinaz he's had control of this race pretty well from the start of the race. Unfortunately, involved with that incident with John Sonicus, but he managed to keep it on the island, and he crossed the line for first. Matthew Bigioli, he will come home for second.
Yeah, beautiful race from him. Well kept.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Is that his best finish?
Yeah, I reckon that is his best finish.
As we swap back to third, Pete Viney will cross the line just ahead of a charging Paul Russell, who fought back to fourth place. He did manage to get Aaron Muriel, who will come home in fifth. Huddy in sixth. Roldan recovers to seventh. Matthew Gantini in eighth. Macbeth home in ninth. And pretty decent showing for Matt Glow. Starting off the back, he gets into the top 10. So that was something.
Yeah, pretty chaotic race.
Sort of what we expected with Oulton Park. It's just one of those tracks. It produces just tough racing, and it's all about. It's really all about making as few mistakes as humanly possible. And we saw that with Matthew Spinaz. He only made the one little error in that race, which was getting a little bit wide in the first corner, and unfortunately, he didn't. I mean, fortunately for him, but unfortunately for Sonicus, he didn't come off second best to his own mistake. So, you know, hats off to him. But, well, driver who did quite flawlessly really was Matthew Bigioli. Apart from a few little driving errors, he managed to keep the big Bentley on the island, and he finishes second. Pete Viney comes home for third. So that is a very, very different looking podium than what I was expecting.
Green light. Go, go, go.
So practice 3. Well, this is just a sort of break, I suppose. Everyone goes to the bathroom, I assume. Some people might go out and do a lap, but I guess I'll throw that question that Hugh threw out for everyone. What are your thoughts on the Gen 3 V8s? You think it's the right direction for supercars to go in, or you think they probably should have taken a different direction?
I reckon they should have went somewhere else.
I am leaning to agree with that, actually. I think they did need to move away from the current cars because they're not great, the current cars. But yeah, this move to what they've done, I think it's really going to play into the hands of the TA2 muscle cars.
Yeah, they just look too similar.
But I honestly think they look too much like GT4 cars. They may
The
as well
V8s.
yeah, they may as well just run GT4. Just
True, yeah.
less restrictors and make them faster.
Work?
Could work. Might work. Or again, just go ballistic and make them like DTM cars. The Class 1 cars. They were awesome. Bring them back. Here we go.
Hey.
Hugh's come up with an idea.
Oh no, here we go.
Supercars are faster than GT4. That's true. I think
But harsh.
GT4... Yeah, GT4, I think they've got a few restrictors in them.
Yeah, they would have to.
That lovely BOP. This is GT3, yeah. Get back some old Falcons and old Commodores and race them. I think that's Super 3, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, Super 3 uses like was from probably as late as 2008 or something.
Yep. I think you can still find some of the pre-Project Blueprint supercars running around in other categories around the country.
Probably, yeah.
That's a good point, actually, Saragas. Gen 3 motors are nice, closer to OEM motors. That is true. I think they got the 5.7 litre in the Mustang and a 6 litre in the Camaro. That's about right. Have I got that right? I think I've got that wrong, honestly.
I wouldn't know. I would not know.
I have not been keeping up with the Gen 3 thing. But I seldom watch the supercars.
And speaking of new generations, have you seen the new generation of Formula E?
No.
It is an
We do
interesting...
not talk about Formula E on this channel. That is sacrilege.
No, but just the car. Just the car.
I will mute you. I will mute you.
Just the car?
I will mute you. You will get muted.
Have you seen the new generation of V8 supercars by any chance?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, I know. How about the new NASCARs? What do you think of them?
Also, don't keep up with NASCAR. Speedway is not really my thing.
Yes.
I don't know. I just can't get into it. I mean,
Fair enough.
they're mind-blowing cars. Like it's I've seen the footage of them passing the fences at over 300 kilometers per hour, and apparently they go past the fences so fast that people lining up the fences, they almost get they get sort of sucked in.
Oh yeah,
the
definitely.
Track. Yeah, like just yeah.
I mean, having 30 cars pass in what, 2 seconds?
That's crazy. That is crazy,
Yeah.
but no, I don't think I could sit through an entire NASCAR race.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. Not my thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, these new gen, you know how they used to be H pattern?
Yes.
They're gone. They're now sequential like V8s. And I think they have 5 gears now instead of 4.
Oh,
Green light. Give
they
it a
realise
look
they have a thumb.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm very
personally
mad.
just don't like the change to that, and also they've changed the cars to make them, I think, bigger, wider.
Yeah, again, I don't keep up with NASCAR. I mean,
It's like what the V8s are now. They've just like gone in the wrong direction, I reckon.
Now again, I think you need to go big. Go big. Make them ballistic.
Chuck a W16 in them from Bugatti. Why not?
Old Siragus, he's put up a very good point. The current TCR cars are fun to watch. Yes, they are. TCR is awesome.
I mean, they're a bit mental, the guys who are behind them.
Yep.
If there's a car in the way, push them off.
No, that's
Somewhat.
British touring cars. That's 1990s British touring cars.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That must just be modern karting now.
Modern karting, yeah. Yeah, oh, God. Yeah. So, let's get started for qualifying 2. Sets the grid for race number 2, funnily enough. As John Sonicus leads the way. He did not clear that tyre barrier though. It's still there, I think. So John has failed in the one role that we gave him tonight. Just clear that tyre barrier.
Or someone else will do it. Or he'll do it this lap.
No, it's still there. It's still there, I think. One's a little wide going through turn 3. Got another Kovacs just behind him. Through the island hairpin. Apparently he had a big crash there in race number 1, which is why he did not finish. Good news for the likes of Spinaz. That helps Spinaz's championship prospects.
What are the championship positions at the moment?
Oh, there we go. John's sort of cleared the tyre barrier. Let me have a look at some championship points for you. Let's see. Shakedown. As soon as I find it, I will find it eventually. Not good at navigating Discord. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Also, by the way, while I'm looking at it, Shakedown SimRacing will be creating some endurance races, celebrating the new DLC that's coming out for Assetto Corsa Competizione. These are charity events. They're 2-hour races. One will be held at Watkins Glen and whatever the other tracks are.
I think Road America was one.
Indianapolis and Circuit of the Americas, apparently. Anyway, points. Cannot seem to find points. Oh, here we go. Maybe if I look in results. Nope, that doesn't help. Oh no, here we go. We do. Alright, well, let's have a look at some points. Just bear with me. So, Paul Russell and John Sonicus were tied on points going into race number 1 tonight, and Matthew Spinaz 1 point behind. So, realistically, race 1 was the best case scenario for Matthew Spinaz. So he took maximum points, and both Paul Russell and John Sonicus had a bit of a struggle, more so for John Sonicus. Matthew Gantini and Aaron Gantini were the remainder of the top 5. So there you have it, and that was these standings are brought to you by the SimGrid. Great supporters of Shakedown SimRacing, as well as the Coach Dave Academy. Again, we just want to say shout out to those guys those businesses for coming on board and supporting this Shakedown SimRacing series. Great effort from this man right here, Cam Norris, for getting that all together. So if you're in the Shakedown Discord, make sure you send a bit of love to Cam Norris. He doesn't get it enough.
I've just discovered interesting news in the world of F1, if you'd like to hear it.
I would love to hear it.
So, Nelson Piquet Sr. has been racist towards Hamilton, and now F1 do not like that. And they've released a statement saying that they're not happy with it.
What do you say?
The word, let's just say.
The gamer word.
Yeah, the gamer word.
Hmm.
And I think it was an interview with someone else.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. So certainly, I think it is an ugly word.
Oh, he said it in his language. So
In
not
his language.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which translates to little black guy.
Huh. Okay.
So half and half, let's just say. It's still not great.
Yeah, not great. I don't think someone's race should be brought into anything. Judge a person based on his character.
Yeah.
And my personal opinion of Mr. Hamilton is that he is a giant flog. So is Vettel, but you know.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Hamilton, but you can't shy away from what he's achieved.
I can, because he's only quick when the car is quick.
Yeah, true, but at the end, like, even on like spec series, sort of like GB2 back in the day, like,
yeah,
he was quick then.
Again, he still had better equipment than everyone else.
True, yeah. But he has the talent, but he needs a quick car with it.
Well,
that's the
I
problem.
mean, when the new regulations for Formula One came out, and I saw that it was George Russell and Lewis Hamilton in Mercedes, I knew straight away Mercedes was going to go backwards. And that's simply because Hamilton's biggest problem as a driver, something that he needs to really work on, is his ability to develop a car. He's not very good at developing a car. When the car's right and fine and dandy, he is untouchable. But the moment something is wrong, he just can't handle it. And he doesn't know how to fix it. And then, you know, his teammate is an inexperienced rookie. Relatively inexperienced rookie.
He's not really rookie. This is what, his 4th season, Russell.
He's a rookie in comparison to, say, Nico Rosberg, or Fernando Alonso, or David Coulthard. Who else has really developed a car before Hamilton jumped into it and won?
Many more people than Hamilton.
Many more people.
Yeah.
Edinson, a little bit.
Schumacher.
Little bit before Hamilton, I'd say. Like Schumacher, probably a little bit more relevant because he was at Mercedes when Hamilton joined up. I suppose we should be talking about this qualifying session. It's a little bit tighter this time. John Sonicus, 133.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Cam Norris, less than a thousandth. Thousandth? No, 100th between himself and Sonicus. And then less than 2/10 back is Paul Russell. So a little bit tighter this time. A little bit tighter.
Just a wee bit.
It's actually just tighter all the way up and down the field. Sonicus goes faster, 33.225. Let's try and find our man as he's actually exceeded track limits, so this lap will be a bust for him. Pete Vining's doing well in 8th. He's got Matthew Gantini and Aaron Gantini behind him. Aaron performing a little bit better in qualifying 2 than his brother Matthew. He's still got 5 minutes to go. Anything can happen. Yet to see the true potential from Sonicus this session.
Yeah, I think he's just taking it easy for now. Probably.
Well, he did a 32 in qualifying 1, and now he's only done a 33.2. So, has he played around with the setup and it's gone backwards, or has he just not been able to put the lap together?
Might be a bit of both. You
Could
never know.
be.
Could be anything.
Track's a little bit warmer than it was in the previous few sessions, so that might have played a part in it. It's just interesting that Sonicus has gone backwards, but Norris and Russell haven't lost any time, really. Option 2, okay, there you go. I love having people on the inside feeding us information. It's great. Can you let us know his strategy, Jean-Pierre?
Give us all the details.
Just give us all the goss. Also, can you can you confirm, just so I can settle it with Jamie Convoy, do you guys have a tandem sim rig? Tandem sim rig. I'm assuming
Well, so you sit
JP
next
will,
to each other.
Yeah, I'm assuming JP will get the reference. Not sure if he watched the Bathurst 12-hour stream with Octane. Not anymore, broke. Oh, there we go. Oh dear.
Interesting.
Can't believe how much mileage we got out of that. Holy hell.
I've never heard of a tandem sim rig.
That's because it doesn't exist.
We could make it exist.
You
That
could,
would be
but
good.
How would that even work?
So you get two sim rigs, and then get just a ton of metal and weld it together, and then put two screens or one massive screen in front of them, and boom, tandem sim rig.
This is why you don't get a painter to do engineering, folks.
I'm gonna change that soon, hopefully. I've been looking at other jobs.
Ah, dear. Oh, Aaron was very sideways there. I can't believe he held on to that. I have to say, it's great to see a bit of improvement from everyone. 3.6 seconds separating the field. That's, well, covering the field, I should say. Jordison and Papelio at the back of the field at the moment. Justin Marshall hasn't set a time, but that seems to be par for the course for Justin. He never does qualify. I'd love to know why, but anyway.
Probably doing the last first challenge every race.
Last first challenge. Ambitious.
Surely there's a prize out of that.
Legendary status on GoRace, twitch.tv/GoRace Promotions.
Yeah, that checks out. I'd give it
that's-
legendary status.
No, I've been cursing you too much. You can't have it. Actually, no. Actually, I think you do get it because I have not been able to curse you yet. I think you are the only driver I have not been able to curse.
So far, yeah. We'll wait next season of the 8s.
I mean, you've been cursing yourself, honestly.
Yeah, I
with
have.
How you going with AK Racing V8 Supercars? Carl Johnson, he'll be hoping to move up a bit. This will be a disappointing start to race 2 if he can't get out of 16th place. He will get another lap in if he's got enough fuel. So now let's see. Oh, he goes straight up to 5th. That's more like it from the Kovacs Racing M4. So who's next to come across the line? We've got Matthew Gantini, the 111 of Matthew Spinaz. He's in 4th at the moment, and Matthew Gantini is going to bail out of it. Jared Matterford. Can he get into the top 10? He can't. And we got one more car on well, we got a few cars on valid laps. Aaron Gantini's still out there lapping. Checkered flag is now out. And, ooh, here's a disappointing story for you. Matthew Bigioli, driver, finished second in race 1, down in 11th place. That's going to be hard to fight back from.
It didn't qualify particularly well in race 1. What, 7th or something, wasn't it?
5th. I mean, we can confirm that, but yeah. Oh, Gantini's backed out of it, so this lap will not really be anything. Now Spinaz. Is he still on it? He is still on full attack. Oh, that is a beautiful line. Can he go for the snipe? Tell you what, this Lambo is on rails at the moment. He comes up over the crest to tick off another lap. Can he get onto pole? He gets into 3rd. So not quite able to improve. Jared Madiford in the Bang Brothers Racing McLaren. Have no idea what that is. We're innocent here. Cross line, and he goes into the top 10. Good job from Jared Madiford. Well done. Right, let's run through the results from qualifying and our starting grid for race number 2. So John Sonicus makes it 2 from 2. Can he convert this one? We'll find out in about 2 minutes' time. Next to him on the front row will be Cam Norris in the 666 McLaren. We then have Matthew Spinaz and Paul Russell off of row 2. Row 3 is Carl Johnson and Jose Paulo Roldan in the first of the Hondas. Matt Glow in 7th in the 480 Honda. And Jared Madiford will start next to him out of P8. Row 5 we have Pete Viney and Aaron Grantini. First the Grantinis. Both the Grantinis really struggled in that qualifying session. So we'll see if they can fight back. Maybe some different strategies employed this race. Row 6, Nick Macbeth and Matthew Bigioli. So Bigioli, man who finished second in race number 1, and he was on the pace, really. Sort of putting the pressure on Spinaz a little bit. He's going to do it the hard way this time. Rob Noble and Matthew Gantini. Keep an eye on Matthew Gantini in the number 2 Audi. Then we have Aaron Muriel and Jeremy Zeri. Zeri having a struggle in qualifying 2 as well. So qualifying 2 seems to be a bit of a curse for everyone. Seeing a lot of drivers just not able to put a lap together.
30 seconds.
We then have Paul Huddy and Tom McDonald off of row 9. Row 10 will be Philip Clark and Chris Bradley. Frank Papelio and Scott Jordison off of row 11. And then we have Nicholas Evans and Justin Marshall. Both did not set a lap time in qualifying 2.
The bird's going off.
10 seconds.
Bird loves it. Bird's excited. He actually is excited, by the way. Right, if anyone's doubting it, let me just give you proof. I know he's going camera shy. Absolutely gone camera shy. Wouldn't you know it? Come on, stop being shy. Okay, he's done. He's done. He's tired of this nonsense.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, clean turn 1?
I certainly hope so, for the sake of John. See if he can convert this pole position to a race win.
Be tough, everyone was pretty close that time in qualifying.
Well, as we got the inside information from JP, he made a few changes. Was that option 2, or was option 2 that the track conditions have changed? I can't remember. Either way, it just wasn't quite right for John. So we'll see if he's remedied the issues he was having, and yeah, go from there. So Cam Norris looking a little bit quicker as is Carl Johnson. I reckon keep an eye on this guy, Carl Johnson. He's looking pretty speedy. And we'll also have the Biggie Oli, Matthew Gantini, Jeremy Zeri. That's about it. We'll keep an eye on those guys as well throughout this race. Keep track of their progress as the race goes on. They're definitely out of position. Biggie Oli, Matthew Gantini and Zeri.
Feel they can make it up in the race.
Probably. Oh, what's going on here? We have a car off the track. That is a very interesting warm-up procedure there for Matt Glow. He just drove off the circuit there.
Part of his plan.
Probably yelling at the kids. I don't know if he has kids. I have no idea.
Well, he's going off now, so if he goes off later, the tyres are already prepared for what's going to happen. Or what conditions they're going to change to.
Alright, let's get our drone camera into position for turn number 1. Just trying to move my phone. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is going to be an awesome shot here.
Green light, give it all you can.
Right, we are away and racing, and Cam Norris gets a drive through straight away. That'll be for out of position.
We've gone 3 right already.
Oh yeah, that's one of the Grantinis, and
oh, that's one off.
That's one of the Kovacs Beamers. I think that was Pete Viney that that went off. But we have had a clean turn 1. We haven't quite got
we got Spinaz in the grass. We got Spinaz going wide.
Yeah, so Spinaz, and he's staying on the grass for a very long time. But geez, how's the luck for Cam Norris? He's in a good position and he throws it away with a drive-through. I would assume that would be for being in the incorrect position at the start of the race. But a dream start for John Sonicus as he gets through the first chicane, and he's already powering away from the rest of the field. A good 4-car length gap already. Biggie Ollie's had a good start. He's up into the top 10 now, chasing down Nicholas well, he's already gotten around Nicholas Macbeth, so he's now in 9th place. And he's now chasing down Jared Matterford. The big old Bentley. And I have to say, this has been a much better behaved start in race number 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Matterford makes a little mistake, and Biggie Ollie's going to pounce. Field this tight, you just cannot afford to make mistakes. Oh,
well, they're still too wide.
We have got cars in the gravel trap. That's Scott Jordison and Frank Papelio. So I curse that clean start. And we have one car in pit lane already. That's a 556 of Nicholas Macbeth. So Macbeth getting out of the traffic nice and early. No traffic in front for John Sonicus. He's just streaking away. 1.2 seconds the gap. Make that 1.4. So he heads through Island Bend for another lap. Oh, Aaron Irving almost having an Audi moment there. That'll give a little bit of encouragement for Matthew Biggioli. That Audi starts to look a little bit bigger in the front windscreen.
Who's that just had a moment? That would be Rob Noble. He's had a moment in the chicane.
Yep, and he's got the other Grantini brother right on his case. Finally starting to recover, getting back into the top 10. Two drivers already completing their mandatory pit stop, Frank Papelio and Nick Macbeth. Saw Papelio in the gravel trap with Jordison. So Might quickly flick back
Oh, we got
and have
someone
a
else off.
replay.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Justin Marshall. He has binned it. He has
It's like-
gone backwards into the fence.
It's like a Porsche moment with the McLaren.
Quite possibly. The two Hondas looking pretty strong at the moment. Jose Paulo Roldan sitting pretty in 5th place, and got Matt Glow just behind. He might come under pressure soon from Aaron Guertini and Matthew Bigioli, so he's got to stay on it. Matterford as well, staying there in 9th place. Just want to give a little bit of a shout out to Jared. He's really starting to come on strong here. Just starting to see a lot of little improvements from Jared as he just get the words out. He makes a little tiny mistake. That puts him right into the grasps of Pete Viney. But, certainly, I think the most improved is Jared Matterford at the moment.
Yeah, so far this season, I reckon.
I mean, we say most improved, but he is a former champion in Shakedown. It's just that the competition has just absolutely ramped up in Shakedown SimRacing.
We've had a moment from Aaron Guertini. Big Ellie's right on his tail. He's going to look for a move.
He's going to send it. No, he thinks better of it. It's hard to make a move into turn 1. Best that Bigioli can really hope for is that Aaron makes just enough of a mistake that he runs wide and he'll just nip on through. Aaron's quite a tenacious driver as well. Oh, that was...
He's actually got a pretty good run out of the hairpin as well.
Oh, we got a car off. What's going on there? That's one of the Kovacs beamers. That would be Johnson. Saw dust getting kicked up everywhere, and Carl Johnson going, taking an emergency route, shall we say, through the polystyrene boards. Wonder what happened there. Yeah, we should probably head back through the field because we've got battles everywhere. Matthew Contini on the back of Aaron Muriel. This is going to be a brave move. He backs out of it though. So the rear of the Porsche dances around a little bit just in front of Matt. And well, Muriel's actually going to ruin that for us by diving into pit lane. God. Who follows strategies? God. Should be racing to entertain us here on the stream. Like Chris Bradley and Philip Clark. Two Astons line astern here. They've just sort of lost touch with the cars in front. It's probably a little issue earlier on in the race. Sort of expected the Astons to go a little bit better here.
Yeah, but there isn't too much of a straight for it to really do anything.
I mean, the Aston is just the every car for every man.
Oh, we've got a moment. Who's that? Matterford. He's just been tagged by Viney. He's just... Oh, that was a big hit. They've managed to keep going.
Oh. Just got Viney's brake lights come on there. He wasn't sure which way that McLaren was going to snap.
BMW doesn't seem to have too much damage. He fully just slammed the rear of Baron. Still not sure how he kept it.
Okay, I think we've had enough of a break. We can try and work out what has gone on in some of these incidents. Frank Papelio here. Let's find out. Oh, okay. So Papelio, I think maybe a little bit off-sighted. Oh, okay. So it starts a little bit earlier. Okay, so Papelio makes a mistake through the chicane. That gives Jordison a run. And then understeer, and yeah. Luckily for Jordison, that gravel trap really held onto him there.
Yeah, they didn't hit the wall, which is the main thing. They're still going.
And let's find out what happened to Justin Marshall here. I think you're right. It's just a big McLaren moment, and he just lets it roll into the fence. So that's all the early incidents caught up. Get on with some live racing. So this man here, he's the leading drivers on the who's done their pit stop. So the undercut is working pretty well for him. Man, it's his team name, really, the master plan. Ferrari master plan.
Yeah, but if it was a Ferrari master plan, he would be either in the pits or in 30th place somehow.
Car brakes just randomly right now.
Yeah. You just see a piston pop out the back of the car. Out the exhaust. Somehow. That's a Ferrari master plan.
Let's just go full Italian. It's gone out the front of the engine. Out the front of the car, okay?
It's gone through the gearbox.
Don't even know how that's possible.
It's the Italian way.
It's the Italian way. Oh, that is a moment for Muriel. He's under pressure from Spinaz, and that just helps Spinaz get through a little bit quicker. Jeez, that was a huge moment for Aaron. That will actually put him into the grasp of Zeri. Zeri's having a pretty good recovery run, and there is Cam Norris. So Cam Norris actually did his drive-through and then just back-to-back it with a pit stop. Now Muriel up the inside of Spinaz. So Muriel is not taking that line down from Spinaz. Anything you can do, I can do better.
We're having a battle for second place at the moment. Paul Russell and Johnson coming into turn 1.
Oh, yeah, they're side by
get
side.
done.
No, Russell is going to send it around the outside. This is brave stuff. And
Bit of a Porsche moment.
Yeah, that was a huge Porsche moment. And, well, they both collided. Somehow they're both facing the right direction.
Yeah, hit him square on, so that probably helped.
Very, very, very lucky pair of drivers right there.
Still
Oh, I
going
see a yellow flag. That is Matt Glow. So something's happened to the 480. He's made a mistake through the chicane. That just elevates Nick Macbeth further. Ollie's in a good position, actually. He's sitting in 5th. He's just a little bit off the back of Roldan there. But he's in striking distance of at least a pair of seconds tonight. Still got 2 Astons nose to tail. Try and keep an eye on that. Matthew Gantini, his surge forward has been quite good. Sitting in 8th at the moment. Just a little bit off Pete Viney, so not bad after starting out. That was close to a commentator's curse.
We've got Russell and Johnson at it again, coming into turn 2 now. Down into turn 3.
Oh, this is brave stuff. How are these guys doing this? How did that start? Did Johnson make a mistake through turn 1?
Yeah, I think he just either broke a bit early or just got wide out of turn 1. Yeah, Russell's not letting him go.
Teeth are well and truly sunk into the back of that Kovacs Beamer. Head up the hill again. Johnson just getting a little bit of a better run through that second chicane. Oh, misses the apex. Oh, Russell saw an opportunity there to make a bit more time and then unfortunately grabbed the curb, which is suboptimal. I don't think I need to tell many people. And now Russell is actually going to go for the undercut, so we'll keep an eye on Paul Russell and Carl Johnson. So if you're Carl Johnson, do you dive into pit lane straight away?
You're gonna have to, I reckon. Because where Russell's gonna end up, he's gonna end up in clear traffic. So, and does that just come off? 333.
Triple 3, that is Scott Jordison. So tough race, getting a little bit tougher for Scott.
So where Russell's sitting right now, looks like he's going to come out and clear traffic just in front of the number 3 of Guntini.
Let's see where he is. There he is. So takes about 30 seconds for a pit stop to complete. And he should.
Going to be close.
I don't think he's going to get it. I think
he's moving. He's moving.
No, Aaron's got him. So the undercut has worked a treat for Aaron Guintini, and I think Nicholas.
Oh no, it's going to be close. Yeah, Russell's just got up in front of him, just.
He's on cold tyres. Guintini is on nice, fresh. Oh, sorry, not fresh, but warm tyres. And Russell runs a little bit wide. Got to be careful. Get those track limit warnings. Right on board now with Aaron. He's got a strike now, but where can you strike?
There. Over there. Just strike over there.
Jared Manford's actually had a pretty good run so far. Again, I've touched on him a little bit earlier. He's just come out in front of Nicholas Macbeth and Matt Glow. So the undercut's working pretty well. It's actually just been quite a good race from Jared, honestly.
Yeah, pretty
consistent. Spinaz and Roldan and Zeri involved in a collision. I just saw that happening. Oh, that is a huge shame for Spinaz. Looking to fight back after a bit of a moment on lap 1. And he and Jose Paolo have come together.
He's not had a great race. We've got Johnson just coming out the pits now. He's made that undercut work really well. And actually, well,
Guintini
having to go at him.
Well, Guintini and Russell have been battling away. That's helped Johnson.
He has that cold tyre disadvantage as well, so that might help these two out, catch up to him.
No, I don't know. I don't think Paul Russell can actually make up any ground on Carl here.
Well, you never know.
I think maybe just a slightly better stop for Johnson. Now race leader Matt Bigioli, he's going for leading a race. He just wants to lead one. Honestly, Bigioli's pace has been quite impressive tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him up there.
Well, he usually is quite impressive. The only one in the Bentley. He was a silver driver, well, sorry, a Pro-Am driver, and he was usually keeping the pro guys ahead of him. Very, very honest. But tonight, he just seems to have made a little leap forward.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Viney now coming out of pit lane. Where will that put him in? I think he's going to come out right in the middle of this shenanigans here between Macbeth and Matterford. So the pit stop's pretty well all cycled through. We're just waiting on Big Eoli to finish his, get into pit lane and do his mandatory stop. Don't think he has. He's still going. So Big Eoli is going the. He's doing the Latifi strategy.
I mean Albin.
Have a look at this. I'm loving this. We've got battles everywhere you look at the moment. Matterford leading the way for the battle for what will be 5th place. If Big Eoli comes in where I think he will come out where I think he comes out. How's the performance from John Sonicus? He's gone.
Yeah, he's taken up a little bit.
Well, it's more than 20 seconds between himself and Carl Johnson. That is seriously impressive.
That's not too much.
Not too much. Oh, come on, mate. You're hard to impress.
Yeah.
Oh, Macbeth running wide. That will give Glow a chance to close in. Nicholas Macbeth, he came in on lap 1 to do his mandatory pit stop, so I have a feeling that Oulton Park would be quite hard on tyres, just with all the bumps and sustained cornering. So he's been a very brave man to try the super early stop.
Big Eoli finally comes in for his pit stop.
Yep. Where will he come out? It's definitely not going to beat this guy. John Sonicus. He's in a world of his own at the moment. Alright, let's get our drone cam and try and predict where Big Eoli's going to come out. I think he's going to come out into the Matterford.
Well, he's
battle.
moving.
He is
He
moving.
might be in second.
I don't think so. There's the
He'll
pit
be
lane.
close.
No, he's nowhere near it.
Oh.
Nowhere near it. He might beat Aaron Guintini out of the pit lane. He's side by side with Guintini, and Guintini will sweep just in front of him, going down the hill.
Now Russell's on the back of Johnson once more.
So now we got battles just shaping up everywhere we look as we head into the final sprint for the checkered flag. Less than 8 minutes to go. I think Guintini's going to have a bit of a problem. Oh, I definitely made a whole host of shapes coming out of the chicane there.
Well, Johnston's got a bad exit coming out the second chicane. Russell just trying to find a gap.
Oh, that's
no.
a touch! And
he's back
oh! And the big winners there will be Aaron Guintini and Matthew Bigioli. And Matterford may even capitalise on this. In fact, he does. So Matterford now into the top 5.
That was just not necessary from Russell.
I think it was more just a bit of a misjudgment there from Paul Russell. He may... Oh, Biggie Oli!
He's kept it.
That's a big moment. Keeps his cool though, and he just gets that, just wrestles that Bentley back under control. Looking a little bit like a boat that time. Carl Johnson back down to 6th place. I think he's going to be feeling a little bit miffed there.
Oh,
He's gone straight ahead. He'll rejoin, but he's going to be vulnerable to the other Kovacs M4, Pete Viney. In fact, Viney's going to get through, so it's all going wrong here for Carl Johnson.
Looked like a bit of a lock-up there.
Macbeth may even execute a master plan here. He's got to be mindful of that bright green Honda of Matt Glow. So, I'm loving this. So, there is second. And basically, we can almost get the entire of the rest of the top 10 in this group here. This is excellent. Whose bright idea was it to race at Oulton Park? You're a genius. Then we got another battle here. Rob Noble and Cam Norris. Cam Norris on the recovering trail after a drive-through. He's really turning the thumb screws. Oh! He turned the thumb screws a little bit too much there, and Rob Noble, sorry, ends up in the fence backwards. I think. Scott Johnson's got a drive through. We've got Tom McDonald finding the fence at turn 1, and I think that is game over for Tom McDonald. And yeah, Tom McDonald back into pit lane, so that is game over for McDonald. Here is the battle for second. Russell just starting to put a little bit of daylight between himself and Aaron Grantini. Oh, we got a car round. Noble again. Noble. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's through the kink.
Oh no, please don't tell me he has got damage.
I imagine so. Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage.
He's going to need a lot of flex tape to try and fix that up.
Sorry, but I don't think flex tape can fix that.
Yes, it can.
Flex paste?
Oh, just cable ties and super glue.
Yeah, that might work.
We'll do it properly.
Super glue, yeah.
We're heading into the final 3.5 minutes of this race. We do have a decent battle going on for second. That's the entire battle in shot there. So, quite a bit of competition.
Yeah, anything can happen in these next few laps.
Forget our race leader, John Sonicus. He's gone. 30 seconds up the road almost. I think Sonicus could probably stop his car, go up, make a cup of tea, come back, and he'll still be leading.
That might be pushing it.
It's been just another worldly performance for John Sonicus. He's definitely in form at the moment.
Just to give you an update, I've just seen Johnson readdressed to Viney just before the last chicane. Interesting.
Ooh, Macbeth getting very close to the back of Johnson's BMW there. So that's Jorgensen just getting out of the way. See the dust being kicked up by the two BMWs ahead. very aggressive with the first corner curb. In fact, oh, I think that was a bit of a touch on the curb for Viney. Beth now just moving around in the mirrors. This is Racing 101. Try and distract your opponent. Get him to make a little mistake. Johnson running in very deep into the second chicane. They head up the hill. That's our leader, John Sonicus. Daylight second. More Daylight third. He starts his final lap.
Sector 2 already.
Yeah, already coming around Island Bend as Paul Russell just crosses the start-finish line now. It's just been a wrecking ball performance from Sonicus.
Yeah, unstoppable. If only he could do that in race 1.
It's just been... This sort of driving is just morale crushing for the rest of the field.
It is a bit.
No, I'm not really sure how anyone could really look at this performance tonight and just say, yep, we can stand up to John at the next round. We can get him. Although then again, he had a struggle at Zandvoort. So complete reversal of fortunes for John Sonicus. DNF in race 1. But he converts the pole finally in race number 2 and has a dominating performance. We head back all the way to the start of Sector 3 for our second place driver, Paul Russell. And just behind him is Aaron Guintini. As this battle, it hasn't really resolved between the other two Kovacs Racing M4s. But Paul Russell will round the final corner and he will take a well-deserved second, although I think he may find himself in front of the stewards after that collision with Carl Johnson. But Aaron Guintini, he comes home in third. He'll be cheering after that. And one man who should be super happy is Jared Matterford, 5th place. And also Matthew Bigioli as well. Fight back from 12th to 4th. Jeez, Oulton Park turned it on, didn't it?
Yeah, great racing from everyone, I reckon.
A few little collisions here and there. Got a little bit untidy. But, well, that's sim racing for you.
That's just racing in general.
Yeah, pretty well. Pretty well. Let's wrap up this second race, and then we can sign off on another fantastic night of racing with Shakedown Sim Racing. Just wait for the session to tick over, because that is really annoying when it just changes over. Actually, you know what? I'm going to chance it now. So John Sonicus, dominating performance. Finishes on top, clear by more than 30 and a half seconds to Paul Russell. That is mind-boggling, especially after what we saw from Paul Russell a week ago at Zandvoort. Aaron Guintini comes home in third. Matthew Bigioli, great performance from him. Similarly for Jared Matterford to get into the top 5. Pete Viney with 6th place. Carl Johnson, if there's anything that Carl can take home from this race, he had the pace to run for the podium. Also, thank you to
easily,
little shout out to Little Kahuna Burger for the follow just then. That's 450 followers, just quietly. Thank you, everyone. Much appreciated. Getting us closer and closer to 500 followers.
I congratulate you.
Thank you. Right, give me back my timetable, damn it. Watch it, hang on, wait. Wait for it. Okay. I guess we can just try it. Watch. I'll start going through it and it will change over. You watch. Nicholas Macbeth comes home for 8th position. Very early gamble with a very early pit stop. Not sure it really paid off for him. We'll see where he qualified. Damn it. Damn it.
You know you can.
Damn it. Macbeth, oh well, he qualified 11th and he finishes in 8th. Not a bad effort for him. Matt Glow finishes in the top 10 at least. Matthew Gantini fights back to 10th. Cam Norris, another character building night for Cam Norris, it has to be said. Collisions in race number 1 with Paul Russell, and then jumping the start or being out of position in race number 2. His patience will have been tested tonight. Let's just put it that way. Aaron Muriel, actually, shout out to Aaron Muriel. He was quite impressive tonight as well. Fighting in the top 10, fighting for the top 5, I think. Did he get into the top 5? He did get into the top 5 in race number 1. So, yeah, shout out to Aaron tonight. Just great improvements from him as well. Jose Paulo Roldan home in 13th. Jeremy Zeri, I was sort of expecting him to go a little bit further in race number 2, but I think he'll be happy with 14th. Chris Bradley, 15th. Great effort from Chris as well. Paul Huddy, I think a bit of a tough night for Paul. He normally is a little bit further up. Same with Philip Clark. Matthew Spinaz, another driver. Well, he actually got a drive-through late in the race, and he ended up taking a 30-second penalty. Then we have Scott Jordison, Rob Noble, last of our finishers. Then we have Tom McDonald, Frank Papelio, Justin Marshall, and Nick Evans. Rob Noble, absolutely terrifying, terrible latter half of the race. He got into a collision with Cam Norris, then he had a spin at Ireland, buried the front of his Audi into the fence. So, oof. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But, well, that is that for another night of Shakedown Sim Racing. Honestly, if that doesn't make people smash that that follow button, I don't know what will. Smash the follow button, smash the notification bell, because not only will you be getting Shakedown Sim Racing, you will also be getting GT Club IndyCar on Friday night. Round number, what are we up to? Round number 4. I believe it is Road America this time round. Let's see. Yep, Road America. That's going to be fun. It's been really, really good racing from the GT Club guys in the IndyCars. We will be back on Sunday. Unfortunately, we had to cancel the stream on Sunday night for the stadium trucks. But they will be back on Sunday night with the Simmons Plains event. So if you thought tonight was interesting, make sure you tune in for that one. Then we'll be live again as soon as I find the right one. Here we go. Back with Shakedown Sim Racing at Donington Park. So having a bit of an all-British affair for the next, well, for round 3 and 4. What do you think of Donington? Do you reckon that'll top Oulton?
Donington is a great track, but I think Oulton Park just has that flair to it.
Well, I think Donington, much faster flowing sort of circuit. I think that will suit probably the Bentley a little bit more. I think the Porsches are going to struggle there because there's too much straight line. So I think it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see Donington. In about 2 weeks' time, we'll be, sorry, not this Sunday, next Sunday, we are back with the V8 Supercars with AK Racing, and that is the Bathurst 1000 event, if I'm not mistaken. Have I got that right? I am correct. Okay. That's going to be brutal.
Just 7 hours.
7 hours, that's all. 7-hour stream, I can do that. Is that Saturday? I think that's a Saturday, isn't it?
Saturday would be qualifying, and then Sunday's the race.
There you go. So we've got 2 streams coming for you on that weekend. If you guys love hearing my voice, I'll be live as well on Saturday from 2 o'clock onwards for the Octane Online Racing 7 Hours of Zolder. So make sure you jump over to the Octane Online Racing YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button to check that out. See a lot of the names that we saw tonight on in that event. So yeah, we'll see you on Saturday night as well. Otherwise, big thank you to everyone out there for following the channel on this stream. So that was PJ, ACC, and Little Kahuna Burger. Brings us up to 450. Almost there. We're getting closer to 500.
Just 50 more.
Just 50 more. Well, I mean, you know, it was only a few weeks ago that we were at 400, and we're already at 450. So
We're becoming more professional as the days go by.
Professional? Not professional, jeez.
The more followers you get, the more professional we get, yeah? Or is it
no, the ego gets bigger. That's about it.
Yeah, that's professional, isn't it? Big ego equals more professionalism.
Um,
I mean, for some presenters, at least.
Maybe.
In a
Maybe.
way.
I don't think I have improved, but, you know, whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there. I have to work out something to celebrate 500. 'Cause I think we will hit 500. It's only a matter of time.
Go a whole beer on stream.
Scull a whole beer on stream. Man, there's an idea. There's an idea. If I hit 500 live on stream, I will. Oh, should I? What do you reckon, chat? What do you reckon, chat? If I hit 500 live on a stream, oh no, should I do a shoey? Shoey live on stream.
Yeah, that would be killer, wouldn't it?
Oh, I will never live that down. It's gonna be terrible. You watch. I'll get 50 follows straight away. You watch. I can't do it because I don't have beer in the house.
Then you better go get beer.
I think I will, won't I? Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god, what have I done? What have I done? Anyway,
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. Yeah. Let's wrap this stream up because my voice is very tired after that. So, yeah, thank you very much to everyone out there for joining the stream. Thank you to all the competitors for putting on a great show. Thank you to Tyler Craig, once again, mate. MVP in the commentary box. Yeah, we will see you on Friday night for GT Club IndyCar Series. So, yeah, until then, take care of yourself. Stay safe, and we'll see you then. See you later.